An average African man, an average African child, an average African woman is confronted with three factors that limit our growth, that limit our result outside. And one of them is the environment. The African environment is designed in such a way that it breaks you. It's just naturally wicked. The African environment is naturally wicked and hostile to its own. It is only in Africa that your environment is designed to just be wicked, to just be a terror to you. You hear us say common things about village people. It has become a common slogan we joke about with, but it is not lie, it is not completely false, it is true. An African environment is naturally wicked. Our politicians are not helping matters. Every day they make policies that separate the rich from the poor. You have great idea but no funding. That is the African environment. You are doing well in Africa and people around you are castigating you. People around you are the first person that will call you names. That is the African environment for you. It is so hostile to you that if you discover how hostile it is, you make it your strength. That is the African environment. Another factor that is very, very important is our background. You cannot go far if you don't eliminate the history of your background. I'm talking about persons that grew up with a very negative background. If you have certain level of limitations that is registered in your head about your background, you really cannot go far until you eliminate it. By eliminating it, you have to consciously build up the work, consciously put in the effort to deal with it psychologically. Deal with it psychologically. If you can't do that, you really won't go far. That is the African that is the background. That is how powerful your background is. If you cannot put in the work psychologically, physically, and to some extent spiritually, in fact to a large extent spiritually, to break off every evil background, every background you come up from, trust me, you really will not go far. You really will not go far. Tell me your background and I will project to you how far you will get to if you're not putting in any amount of work. There is no two ways about it. Our background is so strong that it keeps us down and on ground. And so the question I have for you today is, what really are you doing different about to break the yokes of your background? It's a personal question you have to answer. The strongest hold of our background is the psychological slavery it subjects us to. And then the entire environment is designed to make you believe that you have to pray and pray and pray your ways out of it. Yes, there's a place of prayer. I'm not objective to that. But sincerely speaking, oftentimes than not, the mental slavery, the psychological effect of our background has been what has kept us down. And so it is very important for you to liberate yourself. It is fundamentally important that you liberate yourself of every psychological cage. And the last one on my list is a connection with your parents. Some of us, your parents, you grow up in an environment where you don't see love, and so it affects you. You grow up in an environment where you don't see harmony, so it affects you. You grow up in an environment where your parents are not together, so it affects you. You grow up in an environment where your parents are not successful, so it affects you. You have to break loose. It is important that you improve on whatever your parents are doing. And so don't see it as a limiting factor to where you're going to. Instead, see it as a strength that you build up. I hope this is helpful. I hope you get my message. See you again on the next one. Thanks for watching.